Welcome back to Comic Talk. Today we found out that Spider-Man is back in the MCU. So finally some good news. Found this about on comicbook.com. So I'm just going to read the article. After weeks of negotiations over Peter Parker's future in the MCU, it looks like Spider-Man is back for one more adventure. So one more movie, basically. Comicbook.com has confirmed Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures have agreed to make one final movie that will finish the trilogy that began with Spider-Man Homecoming, effectively ending the Wall Crawlers intro trilogy with the MCU. So they're only going to do 3 movies, so they'll only do one more movie with one more standalone movie in the MCU for Spider-Man. According to the sources, the main cast are expected to return for the final one. Tom Holland, Zendaya, Marissa Tomei, Jacob, and Jon Favreau will, while producer Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige will join director John Watts for the final film. And it said this does not mean that the third Spider-Man movie will be Tom Holland's last adventure as Peter Parker. According to Sony and Marvel, Peter will have some more adventures in the MCU and Sony. So this will be the last standalone movie for Spider-Man in the MCU, but he will be, I guess, like cameoed in other movies with the other MCU characters. I don't know where. Hopefully, we will get a Deadpool and Spider-Man movie together with them. That would be awesome. Daredevil and Spider-Man, that would be cool too. Get the guy who played him in man, I forgot his name. He played him in the Marvel Netflix show, Marvel Daredevil show. So Peter will have more adventures in the MCU with Sony. This also allows the characters to continue on their own franchise separate from the MCU. So it looks like Tom Holland will be in movies like Venom, like Sony's own Spiderverse that they have going on. So they're gonna be doing. Hopefully that'll be. That's what they're saying. Like Tom Holland will be like in Venom. He will be in, the Sinister Six movie, or if they do a Doc Ock, with Doc Ock or whatever. Because I think Spider-Man, out of all of all the Marvel people, he has the best villains. Just like Batman does in the DC universe, I think that Spider-Man has the best villains in the Marvel universe. He has the most interesting Doc Ock, Green Goblin, the Lizard, with Michael Keaton, and so I think he has the best villains in the Marvel universe. So yeah, character to continue on their own franchise separate from the MCU without having sudden and jarring disconnect established by events like the blip from Avengers Endgame and J. Jonah Jameson outing Spider-Man. So I guess that's why I was kind of worried, because I really like what they did in the last one, Far From Home, with J. Jonah Jameson, and outing him as Spider-Man, Peter Parker as Spider-Man. I don't know if I'm gonna read the whole thing, but let's see. So I'm thrilled that Spidey's journey in the MCU will continue, and that all of us at Marvel Studios are very excited to keep working on it, said Kevin Feige. And Spider-Man is a powerful icon and hero whose story crosses all ages and audience around the globe. So yeah, I think that would be a really good really cool that Spider-Man is still, because they've lost so many characters. No more Tony Stark. Well, he's rumored to be in Black Widow movie cameo in Black Widow movie. And Captain America, he's not gonna probably be cameo in the Disney Plus show with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but he's basically out of the MCU. And then you take out Spider-Man, which he was a really big plot point in uh, Endgame and Infinity War, and then he had a really big part in his own movie where they outed him as Peter Parker. Yeah. Let's see. Development provided. Oh, let's see. Tom Holland himself spoke about the separation shortly after the new split came out, though he remained hopeful for the future. That's what he said. Basically, we've made 5 great movies, Holland explained. It's been amazing 5 years, and I have the time of my life. Who knows what the future holds, but I know that this is going to continue. That I'm going to continue playing Spider-Man, having a great time of my life. So he was going to continue be playing Spider-Man, even if they didn't make a deal. He would have been in Sony's own, Spider-Verse that they're doing. So I'm glad. I really want to see Spider-Man and Venom together, Tom Holland and Tom Hardy together. That would be really cool. Because I don't think he's going to be in Venom 2. I think they're already in development for that. But I think if they do a Venom 3, that he will definitely be in Venom 3. And then they're doing like a Morbius movie or something. Like, I forget. Morbius movie or something like that with the Vampire Wolf or something like that with Jared Leto. I don't know if they're still doing that. But I know that they're building their own universe. And then it says, yeah, that... what did it say? At the end... Where to go? Is that Sony, of course, has their own successful series, Spider-Man spin-off movies with Venom 2 on the horizon, as well as Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse, winning an Academy Award earlier this year. Which I think that was, in my opinion, that was my favorite Spider-Man movie out of all of them. The Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield, the Tom Holland one. I think that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. Miles Morales and all the Spider-Man, which was awesome. They did phenomenal. It wasn't a big hit in, box office hit, but I think that everybody who's a fan of Spider-Man went to go see it, loved it, saw it multiple times, had nothing bad to say about the movie, which was awesome. It was literally, my favorite Spider-Man movie. And I got a lot of mixed feelings about Spider-Man Far From Home. Some people loved it, some people did not like it. But I really enjoyed it. I think I liked it better than Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Far From Home, I didn't... I felt like it was more... Because Spider-Man Homecoming, it was good. I liked it. But Tony Stark did take away from Spider-Man. Because he is Iron Man. He's been Iron Man. Since he's been Iron Man, he's like a lot of people's favorite character. So it did take... I think that's why I like Spider-Man Far From Home better. Because he was the focus. He was the... there was nothing taken away from Spider-Man in that movie. Jake Gyllenhaal was good, was great, but I think that Spider-Man still is more, like, Mysterio's not that big of a character. Like, Spider-Man fans do know who he is, but a lot of people did not know who Mysterio was and all that stuff. And I like that it was more Spider-Man oriented movie. But yes, so Spider-Man is back in the MCU, so I guess this is going to be the last, so they're only doing a trilogy, so this is going to be the last standalone movie in the MCU. From the looks of it, this is from the article, it doesn't say that it's It says that, yeah, that it's the last movie in the standalone in the MCU. But I think that he will have more standalone movies with Sony. I think that Sony's gonna have a lot more movies with Spider-Man, and I'm glad that he's back. I really enjoyed Tom Holland. I really think that he was a big part. So he might be in the next. If they do, they're not gonna do Avengers movie for a while. Which again, my prediction is that they're gonna do uh, when the Fantastic Four and the X-Men come in. I think that the next big bad is gonna be Galactus. Because who else can it be? That's the only way they can get bigger. Because already they have to build up. This. I don't think that. Yeah. So they're going into Phase 4, and which no, Spider-Man is the only character to have two movies in the same phase. I don't know if there's anybody else has done that, but I think that Spider-Man is the only one to have Spider-Man Homecoming was in Phase 3, and the Spider-Man Far From Home was in Phase 3 as well. Last movie. So I really hope that so we're gonna get resolved on Spider-Man outed. I think that's where it's gonna leave off, where Spider-Man's outed and he's on the run, and I don't know where he's gonna. Nick Fury is gonna probably play a part in hiding him, because he was the only one who had a secret identity. Everybody knew their secret identity. He was the only one who didn't have a secret identity. Now he doesn't have a secret identity, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Maybe we'll deal with that in another Marvel movie. Let's see. I heard something about when the next movie comes out. They're planning when the next movie comes out. Let's see. Do I still have it? So apparently, I don't know if this is like a rumor or it's on Instagram, that Sony and Marvel Studios have agreed to do one more Spider-Man film in the MCU, which will be released on July 16, 2021. Says, according to the press statement, Marvel Studios and its president Kevin Feige will produce the third film in the Spider-Man Homecoming series, starring Tom Holland. The film is scheduled for release on July 16, 2021. As a part of agreement, Spider-Man will also appear in future Marvel Studio films. Amy Pascal will also produce, though Pascal Pictures, as she has on the first two Tom Holland led films. So I am thrilled that Spidey's journey in the MCU will continue, and all of us on Marvel. Oh yeah, I said that. Yeah. But I think that it's great. So looks like in 2 more years, basically, we're gonna have another Spider-Man movie. So I wonder if they're gonna build in, because they already had a lot of moving parts. So they had maybe, I don't know if they temporarily took them out. Let's see how we write them out, and then now so they. I don't know if that changes any of the films at all that he's back in. I wonder if they changed the movies if when he got out. If not, then they didn't have to change it. But I wonder if they did change it, that he's writing that, so we have to rewrite this movie. Now we have to rewrite another movie. I don't know if they did that, because you know how Kevin Feige likes to weave everything together. Very good at what he does, Kevin Feige, at weaving everything together. Every loose end that you think, we're never gonna get a answer to that. Usually it takes time, like Red Skull and Captain America. Like, we never got it, so I totally forgot about that when I saw in Avengers Infinity War. I was like, whoa, he's back. That was a loose end that we didn't. So maybe they'll talk about him in let's see, Black Panther. I don't know if they'll talk about him in Black Panther, Black Widow. Maybe Black Panther, because that's the release around the same time. That's really short though, 2021. So that means they're already gonna start filming already. But I wonder what movies that he's gonna start in with Sony. I wonder if they're gonna still do. Tom Holland's gonna still do movies with Sony. Hopefully, I really want to see Venom and Spider-Man together in the same movie. And then some other news. some other news. So now we are going to talk about the Batman Montreal, WB Montreal, who did Batman Arkham Origins. Just released they on their Instagram. Literally on their Instagram. The last post was September 5th, 2015. And then after 4 years, they put a video on their Instagram. WB Montreal, no, WB Games TL. And they put proud to celebrate Batman's 80th anniversary with the rest of the world during Batman Day and hashtag Batman 80. They do a video where there's they have a spotlight and the Batman logo on a building, and there's just some weird. If you go on their, I think it's on their Twitter or their Instagram, they have a video. It's like some weird symbols flashing during the video, and I've seen a lot of people. Caboose XBL did a video on it, and and then the next day they did they put the logos on their Instagram, so we got to see what the logos look like. If you go to their Instagram, so one of them looks like so there's 1, 2, 3, so there's 4 logos. On each of the caption it says "Capture the Night." Capture the night. Capture the night. If you go on their Instagram, one of them looks like the demon's head, which for all of you who don't know, Ra's al Ghul, demon's head. So I think they might have something to do with the League of Assassins. And then a lot of rumors. We have to speculate that it has something to do with the Court of Owls. But they didn't put the video on their Instagram. They put it on their Twitter of like a video of one of the 3 logos has like a flame, and then it looks like it's evolving on their Twitter account. They put the video. I don't have Twitter, so I saw it on YouTube, but the logos, like, they look like they're evolving. So I think we don't know for sure. I've never seen this logo at all before, and but I think we have to assume it has something to do with. Let's see what any of the comments say anything. Yeah, so all the logos overlap, and we switch the colors. If you see it, so you switch the color. You can't really see it, but yeah, but I don't know what they mean. Speculating. It looks like a flame. It could be but one of them does look like a demon head, kind of looks like the from Arkham Knight. It does look like the demon head from Arkham Knight. If you switch the logo around where the logo is black and then the background is white, you switch the colors around, it does look like a demon head. It looks like the one from Arkham Knight. If you played Arkham Knight, you know that the Riddler, where you got this, it's on a wall with like swords and scratches on it. It does look similar to that, so that's what I'm assuming it looks like. A lot of people have the same assumption that it does look like the demon's head. But maybe these are like Talon logos or something. If you haven't read the Court of Owls, I do recommend you read it. But it does, so all of them look like, the other 3 ones look like they're evolving. So maybe there's like maybe one is like low tier, one's like middle, and then the other one's like head or whatever. Or maybe they're working with the assassins to capture Batman, but looks like uh, WB Montreal after 4 years of just silence, and then they do the Batman. So I think this is a tease for the next Batman game. Um, I believe this is probably going to be a sequel to Arkham Origins. I don't know if they're going to tie in Asylum. I don't know if they're going to tie in Asylum, City, or Night, since those were made by Rocksteady. I don't know if Rocksteady is going to make a Batman, but Montreal, a lot of people hate on the Arkham Origins game, but I really liked it. I think some of the best boss battles are in Arkham Origins. The Deathstroke boss battle is probably in my top five boss battles in the Arkham series. The Mr. Freeze DLC was really cool in that game. Let's see, which one else? Hmm. Copperhead was a really good boss battle. Killer Croc, I didn't like the boss battle in with Killer Croc. Uh, Deathstroke one was favorite out of all of them. I like how they with the martial artists bad guys, because it was a little bit different than the regular thugs or whatever. So you had to do block most of them, and then they block your attacks too. So you had to fight a little bit differently with the martial artists, which is another unexpected fighting style. So I really like the fighting style in Arkham Origins. I think it is refined in Arkham Origins. I really like the fighting style. The boss battles were really great. The look of Batman was really good. That's one of my favorite. I liked I like Batman's uniform in Arkham Origins better than Arkham City, which Arkham City is my favorite Arkham game. But there was rumors that they were doing an Arkham Suicide Squad game. If you played Arkham Origins, at the end there's Amanda Waller trying to recruit Deathstroke. So they're going to do a Suicide Squad game. That was canceled. They were going to do a Damian Wayne game, a futuristic game where Damian Wayne was Batman and feature Gotham with but I guess that one was canceled. So I think this is the most notable one. So I think they finally teased it. They're teasing Batman. And then all the captions say "Capture the Night." Come on, there's doesn't get more tease than that. They knew that if they post something with Batman logo, everybody's going to speculate. They knew what they were doing. I like what they're doing with the speculation and all that stuff. So hopefully soon, I think soon that they're going to announce it. I really hope that soon that they're going to announce it. I can't wait for this game. It's been, since 2015, since Arkham Knight that we had. Even longer for Arkham Origins. So I really hope I will keep looking into this. Every when they announce the game, I'll do so they haven't officially announced the game yet. So I think this is just a tease, just to get everybody speculating, just to get the word of mouth out, to see what's going on, probably to see what's going on, just to get the word of mouth out, because they knew they teased it. Everybody's gonna do a video on it, including me. They're gonna do a video on it. So what do you guys think that the logos go on their Instagram or Twitter? Look at the logos. What do you think it means? What do you think they're from? I think it has something to do with the Court of Owls. Kind of does look like an owl, kind of. The middle one does kind of look like an owl. Like a talon, a talon. It does kind of look like a talon to me. Like, have you seen Batman and Robin I believe, with Damian Wayne. So maybe Damian Wayne will be in this one. I don't know who. I don't know if there's gonna be a Robin. Hopefully, this is gonna be a good game. That's all the news for today. That's all the news for today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share the video, share it with your friends. I really appreciate it. Help the channel out. Please like, subscribe, comment down below so YouTube knows that people are interested in these videos. And if you can, just watch the videos through. Really appreciate it. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.